But now, a massive break in the traffic straight away. Talk about the stroke of luck. Oh yes, this is the way of the Mandingo. Oh yes, Mandingos, welcome back to the Blot Outdoor Show, and thank you for joining me on another Sunday night stealth camping adventure. I've just parked up in Farm Foods car park in the fine town of Spennymoor, and I'm going to try and do a stealth camp on a roundabout I tried to camp on before. Can you remember a few months ago when I went onto the roundabout and there was a couple of homeless lads sleeping there, and then I decided it's a no-go, and then I went and found somewhere else to camp? Well, I'm black. Yes, guys, I am black to try for the second time to do a stealth camp on that roundabout. I've been told of someone that there's no homeless lads sleeping on there now. The only danger is there could be some human turds, the old human cack-mandoos, if you know what I'm talking about, on that roundabout. It could be like a minefield, so I'll have to be really careful. Anyway, let's get the bag on, me old backaroony. I've got beers in there, we've got whiskey, and we've got food to Captain Cloak. I'll see you legends while we're walking along to the roundabout. I'll keep the camera pointing ahead so you can see what this Mandingo can see, and I'll bring you back on the roundabout. Fingers crossed we get on without getting busted blood vesseled. You know what I'm talking about. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. Bear. So this is the roundabout up here, guys. As you can see, shitloads of traffic even at this time. It's now 8 p.m. After 8 p.m. I mean, if one person goes past that recognises me, they're going to put two and two together and they're going to figure out where I'm going. But now, a massive break in the traffic straight away. Talk about the stroke of luck. Oh yes, this is the way of the Mandingo. Well, that couldn't have went any smoother or any better. I was expecting to have to mooch around and pretend I was looking at my phone when people were driving past. Fantastic, yeah. A little bit of a nightmare straight away. As I left my car, three young'uns, about 18-year-old, two lads and a lass came over, recognised us, wanting the photograph taken. So I've been on edge, looking black to see if they were following us. But no, they didn't bother us. They might guess. People are not stupid. They might be thinking, he's camping on here. But they haven't followed us. Hopefully they don't come along later on. Anyway, I need to look for the best camping spot now. When I came here last time, there were some homeless lads round there. Then I went around there, and then I decided to bugger off and go and camp somewhere else. They were probably nice lads, but I just didn't feel comfortable knowing that they knew I was over there. I mean, you just don't know who you're dealing with, do you? So I'm gonna camp over there where them two lads camped, and the main reason is if they needed a shite, you know, if they needed a Kathmandu, if the old teddy bear's arm was sticking out, they won't have had a shit next to where them were camping. They'll have probably took a steaming dump truck around there or further around there. It's common sense. You would go for a shite away from your camp. So it's probably best for me that I camp where them camped.
It looks like there's no tents there, so they must have packed up a few weeks ago and they've took all the gear away. That's a good thing. Anyway, I'm going to find the perfect spot and I'll bring you back in the Sluconda and I'll get me light on soon. Mice. Right folks, before I put my light on and get my tent up, I'll just quickly show you this. As you can see, I've cleared a nice little space there. Lovely jubbly. There's no litter lying around or anything like that. There's nothing dodgy, you know, like broken glass or dirty needles. It's a nice clean little flat spot. So I will bring you Roger, the old Roger Black. Both swankers. When I've got the tent up. Ricicles. Hiya. You alright? Yeah. Billy Bear. Yes, man, dingoes. I just sit and chillax around here. I mean, I'm putting myself in risk here of getting caught. But sometimes you've just got to risk it for a disco biscuit, if you know what I'm talking about. Cheers. I am on the Buffalo Trace. The Buffalo Tracy Barlow. Our Tracer. Our Tracer. Not bad. I'm going to show you all my stuff soon. I've been set up for about half an hour, but I was sweating like a fat lass from Stoke-on-Trent in a Magaluf discotheque, if you know what I'm talking about. So I've just been sitting cooling down. The old Stone Cold Steve Austin, you better believe it. I've already had 2 cans, I'm on this. The old, hiya, you alright? Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da. There used to be... Hiya, you alright? On the Bud Light. I got a crate of these, like a slab bought for us, of a good friend, John Hopkirk. Cheers, John, my man friend. Very much appreciated. It's not something I would normally buy, but if someone's kind enough to buy me something, well, yeah, I appreciate it. And I will certainly drink them on a wild camp or a stealth camp. You know it makes sense. Right. You know when you're sitting and you keep here like creaking, and I keep thinking someone's coming behind us, or I think it's because I've been told. Plus I already knew of me previous experience that this roundabout gets used by homeless lads. Now the person that told us they're not here anymore, they also said they keep coming back, so they must have a few places where they go and sleep rough. Since I was here last time, the homeless lads have apparently buggered off, but they've been back since, and then they've buggered off again. But I tell you what, hats off to them. There's a couple of bits of litter, but not too much, and it might not even be off them. That might have blew over when it's been the old windy city. Nice and clean. You know, no obvious use of drugs. You can tell, can't you, when you go into a spot and you can see things that's lying around. Yeah, so I'm chuffed to bits. I'm absolutely chuffed to bits with this location. Mad for it. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Cheers, guys. The Bud Lights. The old Bud Light years. I'm also enjoying a few shots of this. I'll give the shout outs later on for the lovely lass that sent me that. I've actually I've actually reviewed this before. but I think it was about 3 years ago. So only you die-hard fans will be able to remember the review on that. And God, I can't remember what I said and what score I gave. So why not do another Wasky review? Happy Dingleburgers, as they say at the Burger Vans of Belfast. Oh, yes, guys. You can see I'm in the old Van Gogh Orion two-man tent-a-rooney, the original stealth camping tent on the Blot Outdoor Show. But I'm going to show you everything soon. Me food, me drink. Give the shout-outs to people that's bought us things. Show you inside the tent. First, I'm going to explain something, because I know you legends will be thinking, where's little Mick? Where is the human dorsal fin? Where is he? Today, Sunderland played their first game back in the English Premier League, the best league in the world when it comes to football or soccer for my American fandangos. 8 years in the wilderness, but now we're back in the big time. So we were at home today against West Ham United and we won 3-0. Oh yes, I wasn't expecting that. I was thinking maybe like 1 each. So yeah, amazing. Me and my son Preston's got season tickets, so we were at the game. I don't think little Mick was at the game, but I think he was out round his brother's house getting absolutely smash-burgered. I know little Mick. Oh, matron. Are you some boy racer? Yeah, I know Mick and his brothers, they like a good drink. And little Mick likes to knock them back. Yeah, he's a good little drink, you know. You can drink me under the table when it comes to beers. It's the Wasky that gets little Mick smash-burgered, and then he ends up getting teabagged. You know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, little Mick is out now. Once he's had 1 or 2, that's it. He's on the lash all day, and he's not just on the lash, he's on the gash. He's not called the Sunderland Shagger for nout. I reckon he's got about 5, 6, maybe 7 bits of blurt. Oh yes, the old Blurt Reynolds on the go. He's only little, but he is hung like a Shetland pony, and I can vouch for that, guys. And his arse, he's hung like a Shetland pony, and he's got a big arse to bash it in with, if you know what I'm talking about. He is the Sunderland Shagger. Little Mick's told me he's coming out maybe next week or the week after. So don't worry, guys, he'll be back very soon. If you're watching Mick, you are the Sunderland Shagger, and I cannot wait for you to come back out either next week or the week after. You know it makes sense. There you go then, guys. Little Mick is out with his brothers, celebrating Sunderland's return to the Premier League with a 3-0 victory over West Ham. So I'm here by myself. I wasn't going to come here today. I had another spot that was ideal for little Mick. These kind of ones are not very good for Mick. You seen when I came in, I had to run. Why I'm some Linford Christie. Why I've got his lunchbox. I had to run over. And that's no good for little Mick. You've got to keep things a bit more sensible, like a nice easy one. So I thought, right, I tried to camp here before, but there was homeless lads and I had to go and camp in the bushes over the road somewhere. So I always knew I was going to come back here at some point. Cheers, my Mandy Dingleberries. So with little Mick dropping out today, with little Mick dropping his guts today, Shetland pony, the Sunderland Shagger, I thought, right, I'll come here, we'll get this camp done, and I'm slow. I'm slow? I'm slow. I'm so glad I've come back, because you know what it is, when I'm not recording and I'm just sitting quiet by myself, they used to hiya. When I'm not recording, it feels like a good old school Blot Outdoor Show stealth camp. Yes, it really does. every now and again that happens, and I just sit there. And you forget about like how many subscribers you've got and all that shite. You just sit there and it's just like, well, I'm in the same tent, my same old sleeping bag and my little camping table and drinking the same old cheap beers. That joke's wearing old already, isn't it? Yeah, just feels like a good old school Blood Outdoor Show stealth camp. That is enough of me talking shite for now. I've had 2 of these already while I was getting packed. The first one went down the hatch straight away because my mouth was as dry as a nun's snatcheroonie. And then I had another one as I was setting the gear up. That's my 3rd can of bud shite. Anyway, I'm going to sit and chillax a rooney. I'm hungry as well. I'm hungry like the wolf because I only had a £1/4 pounder burger before the match today, and that was why it was some gourmet food, to say the least. So yeah, I'm going to get some food down the old Gregory Peck soon. But before I do that, I'll show you all me shit. Dice. On the old Buffalo Tracy Island. Come on then, guys, it's time for this Mandingo to show you absolute legends my little setup for tonight. We might as well start off with this whiskey. It's a bourbon, Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, obviously American. That's been sent to me from a lovely lass by the name of Amanda Cook. Fantastic name, the same name as Mrs. Blott, Amanda. Oh, yes. Thank you so much, Amanda Cook. It is very much appreciated, and I will certainly ding-dang do a world-famous whiskey with you later on, ski bait, if you know what I'm talking about. Right, let's just put the top back on that in case I knock it over. We don't want to get a spillage. I'm sitting here on my big fat hairy spotty arse on my Trekology chair. I was just about to have a little snackaroni on some of these seafood sticks, or as I like to say, the old smelly Mars. Smells like a tuna fish's fanny. Smelly ma. Smelly ma. If you die, doesn't mind. We'll have them in a few slacondas when we sit back down. I've already told you, I mean, the battered and bruised Van Gogh Orion. And as you already know, you definitely know, I'm on the Bud Light, the old, hiya, you're right. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da. There used to be a... I don't know any more words than that, that's why I keep stopping there. Yes, I've had 2 already. I've got 3 more Bud Lights kindly given to me from a good friend. A blast from the Plast, John Hopkirk. What a legend. Oh yes, guys. I've got this, which I will try and keep for my main meal tonight. The old 19 Crimes red wine. So for my main meal, I've got this, some microwave lysicles, the Grower's Harvester. Was it the Grover's what? Grower's Harvest lice. And with that, I've got this Tesco chicken jalfrezi. So that lice and curry katona was kindly given to me from a legend by the name of Ivor Big One. Cheers, Ivor, my man friend. Once again, it is very much appreciated. Them's been in my bag for a few weeks. If I don't eat them tonight, they're going in the bin diesel. Shortcake biscuits. I've got a couple of pepperonis. We've got some Haribos. And I've got a beef curtain and mustard sarnie. Happy dingleberries. Bin diesels there. That's the 10 bag with all the other bits and pieces chucked in. Baghdad there. I've got me waterproof jacket just in case it rains, because you never know up here in the northeast of England. Hat, tea towel, always keep that in case you get a spillage with the old drinky poo-poos. Foil mat gloss on the bottom. Burghouse, sleeping plaid. Me stinky old 2-season wake sleeping bag in me trespass pillar blighter. There we go then, folks. I think I've pretty much showed you everything. I'm going to sit and enjoy a few more shots. We only need to keep a tiny bit, guys. You know the score on the Blot Outdoor Show. You didn't know I could speak German, did you? Oh yes. I'm a man of many talents. What is your name? What is your name? There you go, guys. There's a little bit more German for you. Anyway, I'll bring you Jack Black, Roger Black, Cilla Black, Stinky Arse Crack, Bert Bacharach, and Fleetwood Mac in a Winnie Mandela Father Dougal. Oh, yes. You better believe I'm a lyrical genius. Dicycle cakes. Oh, matron. Ah. Billy Bear. Yes, mandingos. Seafood sticks, or crab sticks, whatever you want to call them. Or as I like to call them, smell your Mars. If your da doesn't mind. I just got like a meal deal thing from Morrison's before I came out. I needed some snacks to go with the camp, so I got a beef curtain and mustard sarnie, some smelly Mars, smelly Mar, and a bottle of flavoured water. I give that to Mrs. Blott. I popped in for a little quick kiss and cuddle before I came out camping. Now I know a lot of people watching and thinking, what the hell are you talking about, Mandingo? Smell your ma. What does that mean? smell your ma. If your da doesn't mind. Well, your ma is your mum. If you don't quite understand my accent. Now, my first experience of smell your ma came when I was about 13-year-old, I think I was. There was a lad called Georgie Anderson. I think he was like, put that down there, guys. I think he was like in the year below me at school. And I remember being out with 2 or 3 pal dingoes, hanging around like what you do when you're a little skid, playing football, climbing trees, the kind of shit that none of the young'uns do now, do they? And we came across this other bunch of lads who we knew, but we didn't hang around with them, but we knew who they were from school. And this Georgie Anderson lad said, I'm going to be brutal, but it's the truth. I'm telling the truth. That's just the way it was back in the day. He said he'd been fingering some bird, some lass, round the back of the garages along the road. Matron, do you want to smell of me flingers? Well, before I got a chance to say no, because I was going to say it's a no-go, he done the old smell your ma. And absolutely reeked of like rotten cheese, flesh, dirty pommel end, shite piss, and just like, what else do I need to say? I think I've described it already, haven't I? And I went, what the friggin' hell's that? I said worse than that, but I don't want to swear. And he went, smell your ma. I thought, smell your mum? What do you mean? You just said you'd just been fingering some lass round the garages along the road. And then I got the joke. He'd been rubbing his own fingers around his dirty bell end. The old cheesy pomme de terre, if you know what I'm talking about. Pomme de terre. The old cheesy pomme de terre. Yeah, and they just stuck in my mind from then. Smell your ma. When we've been away on holiday with the lads, we've all getting each other with a little bit of the old homebrew smell your ma. If your da doesn't mind. So yeah, I brought it to the Blood Outdoor Show just for a laugh, the old laugh dingo. I would like to say more, but I can't because everything's so woke now, isn't it? Not here. There is nothing woke on the Blood Outdoor Show, but there's still a limit I can go to before I push the boundaries of getting Antonio bandingoed, if you know what I'm talking about. To be fair to YouTube, which is supposed to be so woke and so sensitive, you might not believe this, but I'm telling tooth, I haven't ever had any warnings from YouTube, and I can guarantee you 100% steak meal. I must have had 1,000 people grassing me up, reporting us for saying this or saying that. I've had loads of people saying I'm going to report you, this, that and the other, you're going to get a strike. I've told them you said this. Oh no, he said some hurty words that hurt me little bum feelings. I'm sorry, you little soy boys. Sitting in your underpants in your mum's spare bedroom. Some hurty words. I think you know where I'm coming from, guys. No, but honestly, I haven't ever had one warning from YouTube. And do you know why? Because there's nothing I say that is actually offensive. You might be offended, not you, legends. If there is the odd soy boy sitting watching this now, the odd wet wipe, that person, that individual might be offended. But being offended's, it's a choice, isn't it? You are choosing to be offended. Nobody is forcing you to watch. So, yeah. If you are offended by my channel, flock off. Go and watch something else that's maybe a bit lighter. Maybe go and watch a bit more something that's for vegans. The old vegan outdoor show. Is there a channel called Vegan Outdoor Show? Go and watch someone cooking and eating and chomping on a piece of human shite. With a couple of mushrooms. Right guys, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. We're going to do a vegan special today. What I'm going to do is, I've got the fire on there, and I've got a hot slate. I'm going to lay a big turd on the hot slate with some mushrooms and onions. Yeah, we're going to have a good vegan cook-off. We're going to be very careful what we're talking about in case we offend the old soy boys. Fuck off. The Blood Outdoor Show is for having a laugh. We will push the boundaries to the point of getting block dingoed, the old Antonio Bandingoed on YouTube. But as of now, everything is happy dingleberries, as they say in the southeastern region of Mongolia, Batesky Bates. Yeah, we will carry on doing what we do, have the laugh, getting smash burgered on the old the old Bud Lightyears. Hiya, you alright? Do you know what it is? I think when I start this conversation, Madford, I think I had like a final point I was supposed to get to, and my mind has gone totally blankety blank. Check, pen and book. No. He said check, pen and book, you fucking bastard. You lousy bastard blood. You said check, pen and book. It's check, book and pen. Fucking hell. You Yes, Mandingos, you know what time it is? It's Wasky time. And this is what we have got this week. The old Buffalo Tracy Barlows, American Bourbon Wasky. Where have I put the old famous Cub Dingo? There it's there. My Mandy Dingleberries. Oh, yes, guys. This was kindly given to me from a legend, a big Fandingo of the Blood Outdoor Show, Amanda Cook. Thank you very much, Amanda. You've got an amazing name, just like Mrs. Blot with the sexy bot. Amanda, oh yeah. Let's get that plopped. Oh, look at that. Well, guys, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a Wasky review with a full cup of Wasky. I'm going to do a Wasky review with a full cup of Wasky on a hot slate. Yes, guys, I didn't think there was that much left in the bottle of Buffalo Tracy Island. Right then, looks like I've got plenty to go through. Let's get the old big Rooney in it. Quite sweet. A few spices, straight up the old Nostradamus. Like a definite toffee thing going on. A caramel, toffee, but some definite spices. I mean, it's not blowing me cap off, but I can feel the old spices up my Nostradamus. And a good old sweetness about it. That's enough of the sniffing. Let's get on with the tasting. What is your name, Lice? Certainly not harsh. Quite smooth dingo. Mandingos, as they say in the Dudonsky bit. Ooh, slight fruity thing about that. In the snifferoonie, I did say like caramel toffee. Almost like a toffee. Almost like a toffee apple type of flavour-oonie. Let's get another gobble. Definitely sweet, sugary caramel. Boy races is out. Sweet, sugary, like brown sugar. Brown sugar, just like a young girl should. Wow. It's, I would say, the best way to describe it, if you're not a whiskey lover, if you're not really into it, but you are interested in what I think, imagine like a Jack Daniels or a Jim Beam, or even a Woodford Reserve. Yeah, more closer to a Woodford Reserve, because the old Woodford is better than a Jim Beam. You're kind of on that level. It's better than a Jack Daniels, guys. Everyone goes for the obvious ones, don't they? If you're in a pub and you're wanting like an American whiskey, if you're in a pub, people normally want some Pepsi or Cola in it, you know, like Coca-Cola. So you'll go for like a Jack Daniels and Coke or a Jim Beam and Coke. If you ever see that behind the bar, and that's the kind of drink you're wanting, don't get Jack Daniels, don't get Jim Beam, go for something like that, a Buffalo Trace. It's like miles better than your obvious ones. Now, I've definitely reviewed this before. I've already said that, haven't I? It must have been a good 3 years ago, and God knows what video it is. If anyone can tell us, if anyone's like super clever and they can remember, or you might have just watched it recently and you know, oh, I know what video it was. Oh, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll tell you what video it was, Mandingo. Well, let me know. Let me know what video it was in the comment section. Cheers, guys. Because I can't remember. And I can't remember what score I've given or what I've said. I've done that many reviews now. I've got over 400 videos. And I've been doing the whiskey reviews since like the early days of the channel. So, I could say a completely different thing now. But I tell you from the heart, guys, I tell you exactly what I think right here, right now. Right here, right now. You know what I'm talking about. Come on, let's crack on. I don't half waffle a crock of shite, but I like talking to you guys. That's what makes these videos so special. For me, I don't know if it makes it special for you. You might just think I'm a boring bastard. You might think I talk a load of shite, but for me, I'm by myself. And if I waffle on, I feel like I've got you legends here with us. And that's what makes it special. That's what makes it so enjoyable for me, that I know that you guys are watching and most of you enjoy it. There will be a few people that watch every week just to call me worse than shite. That's just the way it goes if your channel's doing well. So for all you legends that are watching, thank you very much. For all you wet wipes that watch just to criticise, I love yous really. Don't worry about it, soy boys. Don't worry. Your mum will make you little Pop-Tarts for you in the morning. Hey, get your old crispy cum sock out, you little soy boy wankers. I'm only joking, guys. I'm only having a laugh. I just like to, I always like to wind up the old wet wipes, the old left-tards, if you know what I'm talking about. Come on then, let's get on with this. Last few flavouroonies and then we'll get down with the old score dingos. Like a definite sweet toffee, vanilla, your typical bourbon flavouroonies, but it has got like an apple thing coming through, mixed in with the toffee. And for me, like, have you ever tried like marshmallows over a fire? It's almost got that kind of thing mixed in with it. It's very enjoyable. It's quite classy. Yeah, I would say quite classy for a bourbon. I don't think I appreciated it as much like 3 years ago, the last time I had it. I don't think my palate was as good then for getting the flavouroonies. If you look back to me very first whiskey reviews, they were, they were absolutely shite. So, as the challenge is getting bigger and better, is it getting better? It's probably getting worse, but it's certainly getting bigger. I'm having fun. I enjoy it, so I don't care what anyone thinks. I know you guys enjoy it, and that's all that counts. As the challenge is getting bigger and better, I think I'm getting a little bit better with the flavouroonies. Although I'm not a serious whiskey taster, I do this just for a bit of a laugh. That's why I call it the world famous whiskey review. Because like, back in the day when I started doing the whiskey reviews and there was no one watching, I was taking the piss out of myself. So there's nothing like big about it. There was no one watching. I was lucky if I was getting 300, 400, 500 views. And by the time I got to that stage in the video when I'd done the whiskey review, most people had already switched off. So there was like literally no one watching the whiskey reviews. So when I started seeing time for the world famous whiskey review, that was me taking the piss out of myself, taking the piss out of my channel, because it was the opposite to world famous. So that's my explanation. But now it has become like a thing of the channel, hasn't it, where people enjoy it. Let's get on with this. God, I don't know how to talk a crock of shite. Let's wrap the old score dingos up. Anyway, I've told you it's nice, it's quite enjoyable. I've told you the snifferoonies and some flavour dingos. Amanda Cook, spank you very much. You absolute massive fan dingo of the Z-Blood Outdoor Show. Buffalo, Tracy Barlow from Tracy Island. I'm going to give that a steady, very respectable. I'm going to go with the straight as a die, 8. As straight as a die, 8 out of 10 dingo, my Mandy Dingleberry Finley quiz. You know what I'm talking about. Oh yes, this is serious stealth camping. Oh, yes. Lice. Brr. Right. Oh. Come on then, folks. It's nearly 1:30 in the morning. It's time to get some sleep. I am absolutely bush dingoed. The old Kate bush dingoed. I need some Wayne sleep. But before I climb in me sleeping bagaroony, I want to get some food. Oh, yeah. I want to have some munching and Gladbach. So let's jump in the tent. Let's get the old curry katona and lysicles on. Quick scran dingo. Nothing flash. Nothing special. Chicken curry and lice. And down the old hatchdickles. And then off to the woods to hit the Zeds. And I'll see you in the ZZ top in the Morgan. What is your name?
Food is in the old pansexual. The old pansexual. Pansexual. There we go, guys. Tesco's chicken jalfrezi, hot and spicy. It's bubbling away, guys. It's burbling hot, hot, hot. It's burbling hot. With that and a few slacondas, we're going to pour the lysicles in. Yes, straight in there, mixed in, no messing about. Chicken, curry katona, jalfrezi and lysicles all mixed in together. Oh yes, it's going to be a meal fit for a Mandy Dingle. I think Mandy Dingle would rather have like a doner wrap burger, loaded fries, but she's going to have to put up with this tonight. You know it makes sense, guys. I'll bring you black and a few Neil Sedakis. Oh, yes.
Brr. Brr. Biddly. Brr. Brr. Biddly. Brr. 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 Biddly brr.
Oh, yes. Mandingos. 19 crimes. Red wine. Oh, look at that. A thing of beauty. The old black beauty. Chicken curry katona. Jalfrezi is cooking away. 19 crimes, red wine. Just to add a little bit of sophistication. Mad for it. To the Blood Outdoor Show. Does life get any better? I thought last week, the other week, a few days ago, wasn't it? Stealth camping next to St. James's Park, the home of Newcastle United. I said then, does life go any better? Can life go any better? It can. In the woods, on a roundabout, right on the edge of the fine town of Spennymoor. Can life go any better?
It can. It certainly can, guys. Come on. Every week, life keeps getting better. That's the way you go. Look at it. Don't look back. Look forward. I'll still seeing the do dying. Oh. Right. I'm going to slowly enjoy this can of red wine while that's Captain Kluken away. The old Captain Klukski bait. Yeah. I see another 2 minutes because I've got the pansexual. The old pansexual. Sexual. Pansexuality. I've got that really low. The old John low. And I'll bring you back when it's time for munching Gladbach. Yes. Oh, oh. You know, makes sense. Total sense. Rice. Yes, mandingos. Here we go. Time for some scrandingo. And then it's time to hit the snooze button. Courtesy of I've a Big One. We have got chicken jalfrezi and some lysicles. I'll just cook this nice and slow in the old pansexual. A little bit spice to it, but the rice is keeping the curry not too spicy. It's keeping it down at a sensible temperature. Still piping hot, guys, because it's just come out the old pansexual. Pansexual. Oh, quite tasty that. Yeah. When I've a Big One followed me, a wee, when he followed me on his motorbike, sexual. You can tell I'm tired now because I'm just mumbling my words. And he bumped into us down in Hartlepool, followed us on his bike. He gave me this meal, the rice and chicken. He said the jalfrezi was quite spicy. Oh. Cheers, I've a Big One. Yeah. It is quite spicy, but tasty at exactly the same time. Spicy and tasty at exactly the same time. Now, doesn't this feel like a good old fashioned blot outdoor show style camp? None of this jawbone, Dean, or hey mate when people's going past, which I do find hilarious. That's something that creeped in over like the last year. This is now just like raw, serious stealth camping. Me, the mandingo, in the woods, on a roundabout, sitting, getting smash burgered, doing a Wasker review, talking shite, eating some terrible food. This is basically what the Blot Outdoor Show was built on. Not built on, built on. And I don't want to be doing that every week. I don't want to be standing behind a fence or a bush or a wall shouting, hey mate, which is hilarious. I was only doing it the other day, wasn't I? In Newcastle. A guy in a dressing gown. Dressing gown. Dressing down. You cannot say that! Oh, you cannot say that! Tremendous, wasn't it? What am I going to be doing? What am I going to be doing the next couple of weeks? Well, this video is going on YouTube Sunday night. Tonight, because it's after midnight now. My midweek video, I'm going to go for a wild camp. I don't know. I'm fancying somewhere in Yorkshire. Yorkshire. I haven't done a Yorkshire wild camp in quite a while. So stick around for that, guys, on Wednesday night. A good old Yorkshire pudding wild camp. Next Friday, I'll be on another mooch. I'll be in a town I haven't been to before, walking around, talking shite, talking to you absolute legends. But next weekend, next Saturday, oh yes guys, this is going to be a classic. I am meeting up with the one, the only, Andy Wardle. That's his name. And that's what his channel's called. He's never added outdoors or adventures or wild camping to his channel's name. He's always just been called Andy Wardle. If you remember, just over a year ago, I done a wild camp with him in Northumberland. It was quite windy. We were next to like a raging homosexual. Sorry guys, a raging river, stream. Very powerful, and he got smash burgered, and he stepped back and he fell in the stream, and he got soaking wet, in the famous words of Marty Pellow. Oh my God, he was soaking, he was freezing, he was pissed, but it was fantastic. It made for a great video. Andy had his own video of the same thing. Andy Wardle, and do you know what it is? And this is the God's honest truth. I know sometimes I'll say, I'm telling the truth, and then I talk a load of shite for a laugh. But this is the truth. When I first started looking on YouTube for hiking ideas, wild camping ideas to do with the Lake District, I used to just go on YouTube, you know. When I've had my channel now over 6 years, so this is like over 6 years ago. Because I was going over hiking and stuff before I started my own channel. Do you know what I mean? Did you get me? Did you get me, bro? So I used to just type in Lake District hiking or wild camping, whatever, on YouTube. And Andy Wardle, he was one of the first channels that popped up on my, like, feed. Is that the word? On YouTube? On me recommendations. Andy Wardle, Alan Metalman, Metalman, MCM Outdoor Show. Team in with you. Paul Mesner. Here's Outdoors. But I honestly think out of like the wild camping scene, I'd put my life on it. That Andy Wardle, yeah, was the first one that popped up for the wild camping. Alan Metalman for the hiking, because he doesn't really do the camping side of it. But Andy Wardle for the wild camping. So, yeah, it's a privilege for me to go out camping with him. He is like the inspiration for me. He's one of the people that got me into thinking, I wouldn't mind doing a bit of that. Oh, yes. So make sure you tune in next week, guys, for a wild camp with the guy that kind of like inspired me to get out and do wild camping in the mountains of the Lake District or wherever. Yes, he's not perfect. He's got his faults. In fact, he's got his major faults. He's a Newcastle United fan, and I'm a Sunderland fan. But we'll put that aside, we'll put that to bed, and we'll have a good time. We'll get smash burgered. And if he does get smash burgered, I'll be teabagging him. So there you go, guys. Anyway, I'm going to finish this off in peace. I'm going to quickly say a massive spank you to each and every one of you legends who have supported my channel, the Blot Outdoor Show, the Blot Outdoor Show, over this last week, and bought this Mandingo a coffee. I'm not going to slaver on too much. What I will say is, you're an absolute bunch of legends. It's very much appreciated. Yeah. Each and every one of yous are the true legends of the Blot Outdoor Show. There's your names down there and down there, guys. Oh, yes. You know it makes sense. There you go. Legends. Everyone that watches is legends. But there's your names for this week's legends. Okay, I'm going to pick the bits of Chiconi Weaver out of this because I'm nearly full, guys. I'll see you legends first thing in the morning at coffee time. You better believe I will. Rice. Good night, guys. Buongiorno.
Good mooning, Mandy Dingles. 9:20. Yeah, slept pretty good. Like a baby's arm. Like a baby's arm. I'm bursting for a slush garden. So let's not mess about. Let's get out the tent. Oh, stinks in here as well. I've been dropping the old groceries. Let's get out and drain the lizard, the old Eddie Lizard, and we'll slowly get packed away. Oh, right. Air matron. Oh, it's the glove of self-love. Oh, oh, oh. So there we have it, folks. That's me all packed away. Baghdad ready to put on my old Buckaroonie. Bin diesel with all my shite. And as you can see, I've left like a nice little spot here. So if them homeless lads come back, or if somebody else decides to come and camp here after watching the Mandingo, there you go. I've left you a perfect little spot for your old tentaroonie. So come on, let's get me Baghdad on, me Buckaroonie. Let's make like a train split and get out of Dodge City. Lice. Just take me time, make sure the coast is clear. I mean, I'm not too bothered if I get spotted now, but I'd still rather get out. You know, this is stealth camping, so you want to get in and you want to get out without getting spot dingoed. There you go, that'll do for me, guys. We are out here. Oh, yes. And that's another successful stealth camp completed. You better believe it. So there we go, folks. That's the end of this week's stealth camping adventure. Hope you've enjoyed it. I've had an absolutely spamtastic time, as usual. If you have enjoyed it, guys, you know what to do. Give this Mandingo a big thumbs up. Leave a comment, because it really does help the channel. And if you haven't already subscribed, hit that button, guys, and subscribe to the Blot Outdoor Show. Make sure you tune in on Wednesday night for another wild camping adventure. Yeah, and spread your legs. Sorry, guys, I mean spread the word about the Blot Outdoor Show. You know what I'm talking about, and you know it makes absolute, complete, total sense. Miami Vice.
Oh, Air matron.
You know, it's make total sense. Might very nice.